Hey guys, this is Damon from Vintage X Collectibles, and welcome to my review of the brand new Transformers Movie Studio series, Voyager Class of Starscream. Very nice Takara Tomy packaging here. Awesome image of Starscream in action. We have a headshot here, and a full body shot here, and yes, everyone got Autobot logos. And then on the back, here he is in robot and jet form. And here we have Starscream in his robot form, posing in front of the Mission City battle backdrop. Now, big spoiler alert, he is cooler than his 2007 movie Voyager release. Big surprise, right? How much cooler? Let's find out. Now, obviously, Starscream is a very nicely done figure. Let's start by taking a look at his legs. Now, you can straighten up his kneecap, but this area right here does not come down any further. So whether you like it or not, he is stuck in that chicken stance. Another thing about his legs, at the hip, you can bend it back. And you can kind of have him posing like that at an angle, and you can do different things with that. So that's pretty cool. Now about his arms, comparing him to the 2007 Voyager, it's nice to have hands. And as for the leader class, if you have the leader class, you'll know what I'm talking about. His arms aren't very maneuverable. And it would help if he would have at least had wrist rotation, which this guy does. And his arm is very, very articulated. He has a double jointed elbow area and full range of motion at his shoulder. So, excellent work on the torso area and chest. And look at that head sculpt. Also very, very nicely done. There's not much of a backpack. They did a pretty good job on making all that fold away. And here is a view from behind. And as you see, here is his weapon stored away. Now as for his weapon, he comes with this, and you can plug it into either hand. And you do that by, you see this little piece here? In the palm of his hand, you would plug that in. So you bring that up and just fold it over on there. And as for this, you take these two pieces and they plug in to here. And there you have his missile arm. And another note about his weapons, you have portholes in his forearms in case you have something else that you would like to add. I would love to find a little mini machine gun to put here so I can replicate the gun he has on the leader class version. That would be pretty cool too. And now, as for an important side note about his weapons and accessories, take a look at this image that I found online while looking up the character list for the Transformers Studio Series toy line. And check out this saw blade attachment. How about that? Unused. I can only assume maybe they made a prototype of each and they decided on one, and the Hasbro team supervisor said go with his missile launcher. So, oh well, it would have been great to have both, of course. So maybe some third-party company is saying, hey, don't worry, we can do it. So as for comparisons, here he is with that 2007 movie Voyager, and wow, I cannot believe I once thought that this one was a cool toy. Boy. Well, as you can see, he's lost a lot of weight, and just much, much better detail and a much better representation. And here he is with the leader class version. There is a lot to like about both of these here. Of course, the Voyager is a more accurate color scheme. I never cared for all the alien decals on the bigger one. But still, these two right here will be my top two Starscream movie figures. Sure you will.
No one can defeat Starscream.
Of course. And now in transforming Starscream. So first let's go ahead and plug his hands back into his forearm. And once you do that, let's just untab that backpack and bring it halfway down for now. As far as legs, let's straighten out his toes, bring the legs up, and swing them. We're going to plug the feet into the top of the thigh. Once you do that, at the hip area, we're going to swing them to the back and connect them at the kneecaps. Alright, so now you pretty much have your legs done. Now, moving up top, we're going to untab these panels from his chest. They tab in right there. We're going to swing this down, and we're going to fold this piece once and twice into the wing. Same thing over here. Untab it from his chest, fold it once and twice into the wing, bring that down. Now, we're going to bring this little panel down, bring the front of the jet out. As for his head, let's tilt it to the back to help with the clearance of getting it in there. And be careful when you swing this up, because the first time I did it, I pinched the heck out of my finger and it hurt. Then we just close this panel up, bring this panel down. Now, as far as arms, you want this little peg up top. We're going to swing it in at the shoulder, and then on his forearm, have the ports, weapon ports going in. Same thing, this peg up top, swing it down, forearm, his gun port facing inward. Now we're going to swing all this in, and there's that peg there. You're going to plug it into the top of the jet there, so as we're according it in, just bring this flat and it'll tab into the top of the jet there. Same thing here, bring it in, accordion both arms in, and just make sure they're both flush and plugged in there. Then we could just bring this panel back and over it. Now coming around here, we can now bring the top of the jet down, and it snaps into the rear here. Now this panel, we can just bring it down, and as it comes down, it'll clip over the back of the wing here. And just make sure these are up, and here you go, Starscream in his F-22 Raptor mode, and it looks nice. Now it is a beautiful jet. It's very movie accurate and accurate to what is the actual color scheme of the Raptor jet. We have the star here and the Decepticon logo here. And I do appreciate that it's not covered in that dark alien Cybertronian graffiti. That looked kind of tacky. We do have a cockpit here. It doesn't look like it opens, but here's a little close-up view, and there is an empty chair in there. And he does have landing gear. You have the front gear that comes down, and then from the back you got these that are attached to his legs. And they are fixed plastic, they don't roll, but it still glides on the table, okay? And looking underneath, you have some peg holes. You got these in the forearms, but they're kind of low. You got these in the rear, but I'm not sure what you could do with that. But you do have these in the wings, so if you wanted to, maybe you could plug some missiles in there, even though the Raptor doesn't really carry missiles like that. It's an option. But you can plug his weapon into the rear. These two little slots here go in behind like so. So then it kind of looks like this from up top. It's not too bad. It's not too great either, but I mean, it's better than some we've seen. And now as for comparisons, here is Starscream with his 2007 movie release. And as you can see, the new model is much, much more sleek. Boy, that 2007 movie toy line is just starting to look real outdated. Like some just clunky old kids' toys. And here is Starscream with his Leader Class version. And I really want to like the Leader Class version better, but this is what I was talking about. All that alien graffiti on top just makes it look tacky. Now, I wasn't aware of it at the time, but they did make another Leader Class version with this color scheme. And I missed out on that, and at this point it would just be too expensive to cop online. Well, that wraps up my review. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Feedback is always appreciated as well. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe for awesome upcoming toy reviews. And next up, I'll be working on these two Voyager classes. So, as always, y'all take care. Till next time, peace out.